Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. Today we are revealing the awards for the worst skincare of 2020. I've been all about the best skincare of 2020 recently. In fact, I've pulled together a whole playlist of videos I've done on that topic, so I'll leave a link to it there if you want the positive vibes and you want to see some of the real great skincare finds of 2020. But with all the positives comes a little bit of shade and, the products that just didn't hit the mark. Some of them didn't work for me, however, these are a collection of those doozies I just do not think you'll ever need in your skincare routine or in your life, and I thought I'd share them so hopefully you won't waste your money on them or you'll think twice before purchasing them. I always say skincare is totally personal, so what I absolutely failed for me you guys might love, so leave me a comment below with what your absolute skincare fail of the year has been. But if you disagree with any of these, leave me a comment below. It's all about the conversation, so share your thoughts. I was actually inspired to do this video on the back of James Welsh that did a similar thing. I watched his video and was super intrigued. I agreed with actually all the products he didn't like. I wasn't a huge fan of any of the ones that he didn't like either. But none of them were that bad. I think I've got some that for me were just even harder passes, so I thought I'll share them. But I'm going to leave a link to James's video below, because definitely check it out for some other products that just, I think, missed the mark in 2020. Again, I'd love to know what your thoughts and feelings are, so leave them below. But let's go through it. And the award for the worst cleanser of 2020, and there have been some real doozies this year, but the award for me goes to the Youth to the People Antioxidant Rich Superfood Cleanser. I know. You're all going to hate me, you're all going to come for me in the comments, and you're all going to say, how can you hate a product which everybody seems to love? And this is, I guess, one of the reasons why it's featuring in my worst cleanser of 2020. All of these products I tried in 2020, they weren't all launched in 2020, and I will be showing some dupes as we go along as well. But the reason this appears on the list is because everybody said how amazing it was. This is like the #1 cleanser for so many influencers here on YouTube, and so many beauty gurus say this is a life-changing cleanser. And so it's really difficult to get here in the UK, and it was sold out for ages. I fought hard and I got my hands on the product and I used it. I don't get it. I don't get the hype. I'm not a fan of antioxidants in cleansers anyway, because you're washing them off the skin, so they're not really staying in contact with the skin long enough to do anything, in my opinion. But this was so drying. My skin felt like scaly and dry and tight. And as you're going through the day, and you can feel like your skin getting tighter and tighter and tighter as you go through the day, and you just can't wait to do your evening skincare routine to add some moisture back. This was this product. I've never had a cleanser dry my skin quite this bad. Now, I don't know whether it just didn't work for me. I'd love to know what your thoughts are on this, because I don't know whether it just didn't work for me. But I think the reason it's high on this and getting the award for the worst cleanser of 2020 is because there was so much hype that I really just hyped up the expectations, which then it failed to deliver spectacularly, which almost made it seem so much worse than those products which I tried, didn't like, but I had no expectations to start with. So this was a firm pass for me. Now, my next stage in the skincare routine would be exfoliation, so I guess the award for the worst exfoliator of 2020 has to come next. For me, there is only a winner, and this is not open for discussion. Actually, this one I'm not having a discussion about. This is firmly just a pass for everybody, and that is the Mario Badescu Glycolic Acid Toner. Now, I could actually just award every single category to Mario Badescu, because I really don't like the brand, but I thought that's going to make for a really boring video. So this is the only mention of Mario Badescu in this thing. Obviously, I don't like the brand. I did a video on that, which I'll link up there if you do want to know a bit around why I don't like the brand and some of the scandals that have led to my opinion of it. But I still think you should look at each product on its individual merits and formulations. This product was awful. I don't think you should ever add fragrance or colorants to exfoliating acids. Your skin's quite exposed when it's being exfoliated. It's probably at its most raw and sensitive. So why are we slapping on a load of colorants and fragrances which could add to that sensitivity? This has 3 different colorants in. It has fragrance in there. It's got essential oils in there. It's just like a sensitive skin person's nightmare. You can almost hear your pores screaming, don't go near this product when you pick it up. It's quite expensive because it's Mario Badescu, so it's got a bit of a cult following, so it's a bit up there in price, and this was just awful. In terms of my favourite, a dupe for this, well, any product would be better than this. So just pick up any bog standard exfoliation, it would be better than this. But my favourite exfoliators of this year have to be the Geek and Gorgeous exfoliators. Stunning. They're the same price as this and yet are so much better, and they've got things like cactus extract in there which is actually going to calm and soothe the skin rather than irritate it. Absolutely beautiful. And I'm really loving at the moment my lactic acid by The Ordinary. A 10% if you have normal skin. If you have sensitive skin, go for the 5%. Both of these holy grail-like exfoliators will get the job done. No sensitivity or irritation from fragrance, essential oils and colorants, and just really nice hydrating products. So I definitely recommend you check them out if you've been, like me, have been left a little bit shook and disappointed by Mario Badescu. Now, let's come on to the award for the worst toner of 2020. When I was watching James Welsh's video, he actually skipped this step and said he hadn't actually found a bad toner in 2020. Well, clearly he has never tried the Revolution Skincare Dewy Skin Toner, because this actually was probably the only bad toner I did try this year. And was it a doozy. This product had everything you just did not want in your skincare routine. I actually was quite impressed with Revolution Skincare in general. I did a whole review, which I'll leave a link to up there. Check that out, because some of their products are really good, but it's one of those brands that has 50% hits, 50% total fails, and this was at the bottom of the fail category. So again, similar to the Mario Badescu, not only did this not do a lot for the skin, it was designed, I think, to like hydrate, give a bit of a glow, but it was just packed full of colorants, and like 4 different colorants, I think, 3 different fragrances, some essential oils. I used this and my skin was red and inflamed, and I have no sensitivity in my skin. So if you have rosacea or eczema or anything going on in your skin, like back away now, because this product was just so bad. It's a shame, because I think Revolution Skincare have those, like I say, those really good products, and then they have like their cash cow products where they throw something out because they know it looks good, it'll sell well at the drugstore, and they just pump it out to make money. And I think that undermines the whole brand, and this toner, so bad. There are some other ones out there, I know, which some people have called out as having lots of alcohol in them and things like that, but I haven't actually tried them. Most of the toners this year have been really good. I like the Geek and Gorgeous Liquid Hydration. Oh, that was like, if you're looking for a dewy skin, so you've reached for the Revolution Skincare, it's done nothing for you, and you want that dewy skin, I would go for the Geek and Gorgeous Liquid Hydration. This is my go-to at the moment. You put it on the skin, just dab it on to the to your hands and dab it onto the skin, and within about 2 minutes, your skin looks plumper, it looks more hydrated, and it just gives you that nice dewiness to then follow with the rest of your serums. I love that product. Now, coming on to vitamin C's. I love a good vitamin C. I'm wearing my yellow today because whenever I do a bit of a negative video, I like to wear a bright colour because I think that somehow makes me seem less shady and a bit more positive. I don't think it works, but go with that. And in terms of vitamin C, I love the fact you're getting a brightness, you're getting the antioxidant, you're just getting that nice glow from within that after about a month you should see from a vitamin C. They have some really high strength ones that I recommend for people who want really quick results but don't have any sensitivity, such as like the NIOD ethylated ascorbic acid 30%, and you can go for some more gentle ones and some derivatives. Most vitamin C's I've tried this year I've loved like hard, except for one, and that's the Hylamide C25. This pains me because actually I did a video on my top 10 best skincare of the year, which I'll link up there, and Hylamide won that. I won't tell you which product, watch that video, you don't need to know the product. But I love Hylamide. I think the brand's really good. It's grown on me this year. I think it's been such a strong brand for those multi-purpose products, multi-active serums. Just such a great go-to. Yet this product, I don't get it. It's super greasy. It never sank in. I thought maybe because I've got quite greasy skin, that's the issue. So I sent it to a friend who has dry skin. She applied it and said, without telling her what my experience was, she came back to me and said, why doesn't this ever go in? What am I doing wrong? 2 hours later, my skin is still greasy. And not in a good hydrated way, just like in a greasy way. I just never have been able to get this product to work. It's a decent strength ascorbic acid, so you can't really pair it very well with peptides and other things in your routine, making it quite difficult to use. I just really didn't like it. I'm all about 2020 was the year I discovered the vitamin C derivatives. You get all the benefits with none of the sensitivity, irritation, and you can use them alongside peptides and other products that need a more gentle pH on the skin. So I just think reach for a derivative. Fortunately, I've pulled together a derivatives video, which I'll link up there. My favourite is the ordinary ascorbyl tetroisopalmitate solution, 20% in vitamin F. Got that out without one take and I managed to get that all in. And that is just a gorgeous product. It's hydrating, but it sinks in. It delivers the results you want, but it's really it's just a beautiful product. I think the Hylamide C25 was just a firm pass for me. The opposite of a vitamin C would be a retinol. You do your vitamin C's in the morning, you do your retinols in the evening, usually, though you can mix it up a little bit if you want. And so retinols would seem like the obvious next step, but I have something to declare. I have not found new retinols this year that I don't actually actually like. I could call out the ordinary retinols because some of them just don't work that well for me, but actually they're not bad products. The price point is great. I love the strength of the product. It takes a bit of work to get them in the skin, but actually if you're on a lower budget and you want a nice affordable price point, they're really good. So I'm not reading them to filth in this video. I just don't think there's been bad retinols launched this year. I'm super excited about 2021 when I think we're going to see more bakuchiol, which is a natural retinol alternative, come to the market. So I think that could be a really nice like skincare, game changer for 2021. Quite a few of you probably have bakuchiol in your routine anyway, but I'm looking forward to that really becoming a thing in 2021, like it's looking like it's going to become. This year, I just thought the retinols were all really good. I discovered some really nice new ones. The one by Naturium is actually really good. I love the one by Geek and Gorgeous. They now do 2 strengths, which is fantastic. The Gran Active Retinoid Emulsion by The Ordinary, I think, is the best of the ordinary ones. The Inculist Retinol, the Retinol Reface by Indeed Labs, all really great products. I haven't found a bad retinol. So let me know below if you've discovered a retinol that really didn't work for you. Sound off in the comments below. Coming into the home stretch, I've got 2 more awards I want to hand out. And the award for the worst moisturiser was difficult because there's a lot of moisturisers I've tried that just didn't work for my skin type, which is super oily. But I don't think they should get the award for the worst moisturiser of 2020 just because they didn't work for me. So I'm trying to look at what didn't work or wouldn't work for a large population of people. And it comes down to one brand only, and that is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream Light, and Magic Serum. She's got 3 products now that are a variant on the original Magic Cream, which is a super thick, like super emollient, really heavy fragranced, and can celebrities swear by it. I never got the hype. It was never designed for my skin type. It's for a drier skin type, admittedly. So when she launched the light version of it, I was like, let me try it. Let me try this and see. I still really didn't like it. It wasn't light enough for me. They still had that over-fragranced vibe going on, which I didn't really like. And then I thought, well, let's try the serum now. Does it impart the hydration? The serum didn't do anything. It didn't hydrate. So all of them were just a pass for me. I couldn't get any of them to work. I do know quite a few people who have super dry skin. I love Charlotte Tilbury. I think she's a gorgeous personality. Her makeup line is stunning. I just didn't like any of these. I do know there's a couple of fans that watch this channel of the Magic Cream, so sound off if you do really like the Magic Cream. But for me, this gets the award for the worst moisturiser of 2020 because the price point is up there, the fragrance is sky high, the product didn't deliver for me, and I just think there's so many great drugstore moisturisers out there. Why are we reaching for this? I think people should be spending their money on their serum steps and then just topping it off with like a dupe like the Natural Moisturising Factors by The Ordinary. Really great dupe. You could go for Face Theory, have some gorgeous moisturisers at the moment. If you want to spend a little bit more to get a little luxury in your life, that's a great option. I just don't think Charlotte Tilbury is hitting the mark with this one. Sorry, Charlotte, but I do love you, and I do really, really love your skin makeup line, so no shade on that. Finally, coming on to the award for the worst SPF of 2020. Now, I should just give this to Purito. Let's be honest, I love the product, yet it wasn't living up to the SPF. I did a video on this, so I won't bore everyone with the minutiae and the details of it in this video. Just check that video out if you want to know the background. So Purito probably should get this award, but I think that's a bit of an easy award, and I did actually like the product. It's a shame it didn't live up to the hype, but I always say to people, even though it was only actually a SPF 20 when it was tested, that's still not a terrible SPF. It should be what's advertised, and there's no excuse for that, but it's still not a terrible SPF, and the consistency of the product I do still like, and it's cruelty free. So it had a few things going for it, which is why I'm not handing this straight over to Purito. Actually going for the Face Theory Amil-c Whip Plus SPF 20. This, no. And it pains me because Face Theory is my favourite brand. Yeah, is my favourite. No. We'll come on to who was my favourite brand of 2020 in another video. There's a lot to discuss there, but they're one of my favourite brands when it comes to skincare in 2020. I fell hard for them. I did a review, which actually is one of the best viewed videos on the channel, so I'm super proud of that one, so check it out if you haven't already. I'm going to do a follow-up of that for some of the new products I've tried and they've launched recently. I just love Face Theory, so it pains me to be awarding them with the worst SPF of the year. And the reason for this is it's taken the Amil-c Whip, which is a beautiful moisturiser, like one of the best moisturisers of 2020 of skincare life. I love that product. It's got vitamin C, niacinamide, a whipped consistency, just a gorgeous product. They take a gorgeous product and then they add an SPF, which isn't really strong enough. I mean, it's SPF 20, which we said with the Purito, it's not a terrible SPF, but I think I would always formulate with an SPF 30, so it's not a huge, it never attracted me for the SPF alone, and it takes it from a gorgeous consistency to like the worst, slimiest, awful consistency of a product ever. It takes one of my favourite products and turns it into a travesty, which is why it's getting the award for the worst SPF. I'm sure there's worse ones out there. If you think back to the old style sunscreens and SPFs that were so gloopy and thick and awful, they're probably still worse. But this for me was just a firm pass because it takes a gorgeous product and turns it into a bit of a travesty. Also, I was really hacked off because the packaging is exactly the same. So it's really hard to tell when you're quickly browsing online which one you're actually buying. I bought the wrong one. Credit to Face Theory, when I rang them and I emailed them, and told them, they're like, oh, send it back and we'll give you a free refund and a new product. I was like, amazing. So the customer service was amazing, but I did still have to faff around with returning it. So no, firm pass for me. And that is the rundown of the awards ceremony that nobody wants to win. Leave me, who would you be awarding? Which brands, which products? Leave me a comment below. Hopefully they've enjoyed this. It's a bit tongue-in-cheek. I don't want to throw shade on any of these companies. A lot of them I love, and hopefully I've given you some good dupes that you can include in your skincare routine. Wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care. Bye.